A Wisconsin congressman is calling attention to an incident he says happened last week at his home. Representative Bryan Steil highlights a video showing a group of protesters carrying a fake coffin to his house in Janesville. Steil says it's an example of demonstrators crossing a line. Protesters also gathered in Elkhorn tonight, where Steil hosted a town hall event. Our AJ Byattpour was there during what was a loud and spirited conversation.
More than 300 people packed the auditorium at Elkhorn High School for Representative Bryan Steil's first listening session in person since the passage of the Big Beautiful Bill. Some of the topics that often come up are health care, tariffs, and the tactics used by ICE. Questions about immigration enforcement tactics.
Why are they wearing masks and why are they
draw some of the most passionate responses Thursday night.
What I view is the moral hazard created by the Biden administration.
There are loud boos, but also cheers for Congressman Bryan Steil throughout this listening session. Steil says the passion went overboard last week when some protesters took a coffin to his Janesville home.
I live in a neighborhood where kids love to be outside and playing. They don't need to be exposed to those types of antics and tactics.
At the town hall, some questioners pushed Steil on the Trump administration's push for new tariffs.
I think it's totally unfair from the idea that we're being taxed beyond belief. We haven't even started to feel the effects of the inflationary aspect of all the tariffs.
Others question new work requirements tied to Medicaid. Steil maintains the changes will not affect people who are truly in need.
I'm of the firm belief that we are completely capable of running an efficient and effective program to make sure that we're helping people get back up and on their feet.
There are also those who wonder whether Steil is pushing hard enough for transparency when it comes to investigative files related to the late Jeffrey Epstein.
Are you going to protect our children and demand that all of Epstein's files are released after each victim has been contacted and their confidentiality is protected as they wish? That needs to be asked to him.
Do you support releasing the Epstein files?
Yeah, I think transparency is the best policy. I think all legally permissible documents should be released.
Steil says by sharing that video of protesters taking a coffin to his house, it will deter protesters from other future such actions at his or others' homes. But he maintains this should not chill protesters' voices, noting they were heard loud and clear at this event. Reporting in Elkhorn, AJ Byattpour, CBS 58 News.